Hello, I am Madison, and I am this girl's sister and maid of honor. I cannot tell you how lucky I am that someone finally understands Taylor as much as I do. I mean, almost as much as I do. Now, I know that you know her pretty well, and I know that everyone here knows her pretty well, although I'm going to go over things that you may not know about Taylor. For starters, Taylor is probably one of the most outgoing people I know. Throughout our childhood, she has always helped pull me out of my shell and make me outgoing as well. When we were in marching band together, I can remember a specific time where I took a step back and admire how outgoing Taylor truly is. We were in the cafeteria at Perkiomen Valley High School after an indoor percussion competition. We were sitting at one of the lunch tables, and Taylor whispers to me, "I want to have some fun." I reply, "How are you going to have some fun?" "Just watch," she whispers with a sketchy little smile like that of a child who just stole a cookie from a cookie jar. She then proceeds over to our band director. I see her lean over and she begins to talk to him. I then see him reach for his speaker and start to play the song Uptown Funk. Taylor then starts to leap across the packed cafeteria as if she was a bunny leaping through a bright green meadow. She then starts to dance around the cafeteria as well, trying her best to include as many other people from different schools. I sat there admiring her from the table she left me at. I would not be able to do what I was watching her do. She had no sense of embarrassment or care of what anyone thought of her. I could never imagine doing anything like that, so I sat there and admired her. Taylor is also probably one of the most brave and blunt people that I know. She has never been afraid to stand up for what she believed was right. One time, there was this kid in marching band that was not being the nicest to other kids. She did not believe that this kind of behavior was correct, so one day during band, she made sure that she went up to the kid and told him that the way he was acting was not correct, and she did not appreciate it, and he better stop. When I was watching her stand up to this kid, it looked as though there was a lion and a mouse fighting, although Taylor was the lion. She got so mad and her face was as red as the nose out in the cold, and I could physically see the steam coming off of her head. Although, after Taylor stood up to this kid, he never gave anyone any trouble again. Taylor is also an incredibly intelligent individual. She has always been in all advanced classes in school and has always done well academically. Although there was one time where I truly admired the fact that Taylor is extremely intelligent. When I was in 8th grade and Taylor was in 6th, I was writing an essay and I was having a difficult time. I have never been a good writer. Grammar to me was like a foreign language, but Taylor, on the other hand, was extremely good at writing and grammar. So when I came home from school freaking out about an essay, Taylor jumped in to help me. So she sat down at the dining room table and started to edit my essay. Her face, as she did the editing, was that of a piano player who was so intertwined in her music that that was the only thing that was on her mind. Her fingers glided across the keyboard at a tremendous speed. I was almost slightly offended because she was changing so much. But, of course, once I turned in the essay, I got an A. The final trait I'm going to tell of Taylor's, before her ego gets too inflated, is she's also very kind. Taylor has always been good with children, especially at work. Both Taylor and I work at Bounce U, and Taylor has always been good with children. They also always seem to remember her as well. One time we were in Walmart and these two little kids come running at the speed of a bullet from the end of an aisle while screaming, "Taylor!" Once they reach Taylor, they give her a big hug and she starts to laugh. "Charlie, Olivia, how are you guys?" Taylor said in a cheerful voice. "We're good," they said in unison. Taylor then said, "I haven't seen you guys at Bounce U in a while." I then knew that these kids got so excited because they wanted to see Taylor because they had so much fun with her at Bounce U. I cannot believe that she made that much of an impact on these kids' lives that they got that excited. I thought to myself, she must have been so nice and kind to these children that they did this. In conclusion, I'm extremely happy for my sister, and I want to wish her and her husband good luck on their lives together.